Happy Monday, everybody. We got a lot to talk about today. We've got a consumer data hack of BlockFi, Circle, and other big crypto firms. We're going to be talking about that, as well as taking a look at these crypto markets, a couple of new additions to the CoinLogic site, and then we're going to wrap it up with the Monday macro update brought to you by Comdex.one. So we're going to be getting into all that. Stay tuned, guys. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of CoinLogic TV, where we are looking logically at crypto assets. I am your host, The Logical Dude, your favorite van life living, crypto investing digital nomad. I hope you guys are having a great Monday. It is March the 21st, 2022, and we've just been kind of seeing a little bit of stagnation going on in the markets, a little bit of up, a little bit of down, nothing really, major to write home about. The biggest one that's been kind of pumping up for us in the CoinLogic portfolio is PancakeSwap, which we mainly have invested through our BlockTunes DAO that we're building. It's a music-focused site and DAO that we're building NFTs and all that kind of stuff with on the Binance Smart Chain there. And then one thing I wanted to show you is the newest addition to the CoinLogic index and to our platform is Stargaze. Stargaze is a blockchain centered around NFTs, built on the Cosmos SDK and the Cosmos ecosystem, can be traded on osmosis. It's really, really awesome platform, pretty streamlined. It's really fast. I minted an Acre NFT from there, which is a project that I'm actually going to be doing an interview on Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. Be talking to them about their eco-friendly NFT project, to where they're taking proceeds from their NFT sales and donating it to help basically rebuild underground aquifers. So we're going to be finding out a lot more about their project. Infinity, or Carbon Zero, which is the node validator company that I am teamed up with, we are actually doing a giveaway. We've done a 1-to-1 NFT giveaway with Anchor. So yeah, check that out as well on Twitter. I'll put some links in the description below so you can go and follow that tweet storm there. But yeah, let's get right on into this. You can see here that it's just been kind of stagnant. Let's go take a look real quick at the top 10 gainers of the top 100. We've got Convex Finance. Honestly, don't know what that is. It's up 15%. Dash is up over almost 13%. We got Algorand, Elrond, Kusama, Aave, NIM, PancakeSwap, like we talked about, Ethereum Classic, and then Terra Luna wraps up the top 10 gainers of the top 100. And then we got the top 10 losers of the top 100. We've got Ecomi, ApeCoin taking a big dip, Thorchain, JUNO, OKB, Monero, Loopring, Zcash, Synthetics, and IOTA. All right, and then we got the top 10 by market cap. As always, Bitcoin number 1, Ethereum number 2, Tether sitting firmly in number 3. Then we got BNB right behind it, number 4, USDC coin number 5, XRP's number 6, Terra Luna took that 7th spot, Cardano's number 8, Solana's number 9, and Avalanche has creeped back into that number 10 spot there. Top 10 by volume, we've got Tether, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Dollar, XRP, USDC coin, Ethereum Classic, Terra Luna, Bitcoin Cash, and Avalanche, wrapping up the top 10 by volume. Taking a look at the fear and greed index, we are still in the fear level. We are sitting around a 30. This is based off of market sentiment, social media sentiment, that kind of thing. So kind of taking it as a will. It's all the global tensions that are still really kind of making things a little uneasy in these markets. Bitcoin dominance is at a 42.5 right now. It's definitely taking a little bit of downside. Some of these alts are pumping up a little harder. And then this is the other change to the CoinLogic front page that I wanted to show you. We now have a full-out TradingView chart. It also works on mobile as well. You'll want to flip your phone over to landscape to be able to access like the watch list and that kind of thing, but it'll work on portrait as well. But to be able to switch, you got to be able to flip it over to landscape. So that's the only little trick for you there on mobile. But yeah, full working charts here, so come in here, use them up. That's, I don't think it'll save. It may save in your cash. I haven't really tested that as far as drawings or anything, but this is just a base chart for you to kind of look at and use. Always go and get your own account like on TradingView or something like that to save your own charts and that kind of thing from there. But this gives you a nice little tool because, like I said, CoinLogic was really something that I started for myself, really bring all the tools that I needed all into one place, and I think I have just about finished it up here. And then, of course, you can come and look at some of the awesome articles that we've been curating on the Hive blockchain. All right, so let's get right on into this article from decrypt.co. Hackers steal consumer data from Circle, BlockFi, and other big crypto firms. HubSpot says data was taken from fewer than 30 HubSpot portals, but didn't provide a list of which accounts were compromised. So, crypto companies invest heavily in cybersecurity, but hackers can still burrow in by attacking their third-party vendors. So, that's what happened with Circle, BlockFi, Pantera Capital, NYDIG, and other prominent crypto firms that disclosed over the weekend that their consumer data has been hacked. So, a lot of these are bigger institutional firms. May not really, deal with the average everyday Joe, the people that listen to this channel. So, it may not affect you. But if you're using BlockFi, there you go. You got, it's not the first time your consumer data has been breached with BlockFi. Let's just be real about that. So that's the problem right there. You can see with a lot of these centralized platforms, these third-party companies that, manage your money for you. It's no better than having your money in a bank or anything like that. That stuff can get hacked, guys. The best way to manage your crypto is self-custody, private keys, cold storage, things like that. So take care of your crypto, not your keys, not your coins. That's just really the biggest thing that we can preach right now with this. So in emails to clients, the company revealed that HubSpot, so it was really HubSpot that got hacked. So they are a marketing and sales platform and informed them that hackers had gained access to the personal data of their customers. Never a good thing when that happens, so Pantera uses Hotspot as a client relationship management platform. The information that may have been accessed includes first and last names, email addresses, mailing addresses, phone numbers, and regulatory classifications, wrote Pantera Capital. So, without going through the entire article here, you can review this, but it's really, like I said, more big money people. But still, even with BlockFi, you need to know that your data is out there for anybody to get, okay? So you got to be careful with that. You got to have your money protected, your own private keys. Try not to tie that stuff in with your, with your real legal name and that kind of thing. So just try to stay as anonymous as possible. A lot of you guys coming into the space are really just seeing the money numbers go up and are not really thinking about the fundamental use cases of crypto and why we are here in the first place. And this is one of those reasons so that you can take control of your data, you can take control of your funds, and nobody can take that from you. So using platforms like Hive for your social media versus like Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, something like that, Hive, you own your data. You are the controller of your data. Nobody can take that from you. Your private keys, your information, and you can pull it up on any one of the Hive front ends. So, so think about stuff like that. Same thing with your private keys. They can't take your money from you with your private keys. That's something that you can actually store here in your head, or you can use, write it down in a book, which I'm getting ready to publish a book for private keys and passwords and things like that. We're going to be putting it up on Amazon, trying to get the cover right. So just been playing around with some different cover images. That's really the only thing that's holding me up on that. So trying to look out for you on that too. But anyway, let's move along and let's take a look at these macro markets, which are brought to you by Comdex.one, democratizing global finance for all. So what they are doing is getting ready to launch their synthetic assets platform, which will allow you to trade commodities, eventually indices, bonds, things like that. Basically bringing these big macro markets to the Cosmos ecosystem to where anybody can come and decentrally trade and create these assets. Like you can come and put up collateral and then mint these C assets. So C assets are going to represent like gold, oil, wheat, things like that you can come and trade on these markets and get exposure to those prices, where you generally can't do that unless you are a big firm and trading on the CME or something like that. So really, really great things that they are doing over here at Comdex, so come and check that out. So let's take a look real quick at these indices, because you can see equities have definitely had a big pump up really across the entire board here. The S&P, the NASDAQ had a pump, the Dow Jones pumped up. The Japanese markets have came up. So is the DAX from the German Deutsch markets, and then the British markets have definitely had a really nice little V recovery there. So equities and things like that are definitely taking a big pump, and you're going to see that crypto is eventually going to follow that kind of stuff. That's generally kind of the correlation that tends to happen during these type of things, at least that we've seen in the last couple of years. So hopefully that's going to be a case, and we're going to have some really big, nice heavy pumps there. What I want to focus on today's macro chart is the U.S. inflation rate year over year. So we are currently up to 7.9, almost 8% here. And then if you take a look here at the mortgage rates have jumped up over the past couple of weeks to, we're up at 4.16% is basically kind of like the lowest mortgage percentage rate. So it's getting more and more expensive to borrow money to buy houses and stuff. Well, when you have companies like BlackRock that down here, when the interest rates were ridiculously low, they were buying up as much property as they possibly could. And all these other investment firms were coming in and scoop because they could get money at these cheap prices. You and I could not. So that's the scam that's been going on for the past 2 years, is they've been basically buying everything up. You'll own nothing and be happy. That's what they're wanting to do here. So, but you can see now that inflation rates are starting to pump up, and now it's getting more and more expensive for anybody to come in and buy a house. So you're going to have big money to come, and you're going to be loaning money at a much more expensive rate at this point. So, because really, to get these rates, you either have to be an institutional firm or you have to have a really, really super awesome credit. So take that as you will. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. Inflation's about to start going nuts. Is Bitcoin ready for that? Is crypto ready to show its hedge against inflation? We're going to be finding out here pretty soon, I do believe here. So that is kind of the wrap up of today's Monday market update and the outlook. So thank you guys for spending a little bit of your time today with me. Remember to protect your information, because like we saw in this article from decrypt.co, hackers can steal data. It's not just from the companies, it's from third-party entities that control data. Look at the all right, so let's take this for example. Look at the whole, everybody thought MetaMask was blocking locations from like Venezuela and Russians and things like that. That wasn't MetaMask. That was Infura, which was a node company. And so when you've got a centralized group that controls much of like a blockchain or anything like that, then that's where you can have centralized control come into play. So trying to break up these monopolies, running your own nodes for these infrastructures, which we all know Ethereum's kind of ridiculous to try to run a node on. But that's where ecosystems like the Cosmos ecosystem is shining, because anybody can come up and spin up nodes and help run the blockchain, so it becomes more decentralized. So got to be looking at this, at that kind of thing. If you don't own your data, it can be stolen. It can be stolen either way, but you have a much better chance when you have your data, you have your private keys, and it just makes it really hard for anybody to come in and take that stuff. So that's our message today. Be safe with your information. Be safe with your funds, because it's a crazy world out there, and especially in crypto, it's like the wild, wild west. So take care of yourself. Be cool, be real, always abide, and don't get wrecked out there, guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you on Wednesday with an interview with Acre NFT. Really excited about that. We'll see you then. Bye.